Good afternoon. Welcome to OptionsTender's FOMC Day, Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. I wanted to wait to do this video until 2, and we have the 2:30 commentary from Chairman Powell. So that's more of a catalyst as well. We saw the market move up and down, but basically it's in the same range here. So speaking of range, I just wanted to look at, we don't usually look at this one on this video, but the average true, or the ADX indicator, we have, it's at about 15. It's in a low position here. You can see that about 15 is a typical place for things to happen, maybe a reversal. And I think this will end up shooting up. If price does end up going higher, maybe this comes down a little bit lower, but we're at that level right now to where we could see a possible reversal. And I think that's happening right now. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll do all the usual indicators just to show what's happening while this catalyst is going on. And really, we'll just do the same thing as yesterday and look at the VIX. And that's all we really need to know right now. We're in a really, really good position for that reversal to get some continuation here. Okay, so we're doing this intraday about 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get these videos intraday or just support the channel, it's 99 cents a month. Consider becoming a YouTube member. Now, we also do individual stocks and other indices in a broad picture, and also all of our trade alerts that we do on the Discord, not all of them, but many of them we try to learn off of. And so I do specific videos on why I chose it, trade management during and closing of that trade. Specifically, right now we're doing Tesla. We did do a SPY put trade, and it was well out of the money. And I explained exactly why I did that today. So let's jump into it. We have the moving averages here. We're fighting with that 8 EMA, a little bit under it right now. We have a whole day to go though. Well, 2 hours and a catalyst coming up. So we'll see where that ends up. Calling an oscillator. Again, it's weak. We've had negative divergence playing out. And just recently with our near-term high here, and I think the all-time high is going to be in for quite some time, we had negative divergence. And as soon as you see all this playing out, that took a couple days or so, and then it started to get really weak. I think that's what's happening right now. And you could see a bounce, and then things, continue to drop and get the breadth be very weak. And you can see that with the overall picture. If you look at individual stocks, that the big tech stocks are the only thing really holding up the market. And today with small caps in conjunction with them. So, yeah. Here's our MACD RSI slow stoke. This is heading lower. We're starting to get some histogram, red histogram movement here. We're getting weaker in the RSI. It's the beginning of a reversal, in my opinion. DMARC. We're at a 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing, no setup here. Awesome oscillator, again, heading lower. Money flow, let's go to SPY. SPY, so we're looking at the, I love this indicator. It catches many, many turns. We have negative divergence here right now. Can this curl up and go higher than this divergence and burn through? That is a possibility, of course. But right now we have that negative divergence along with other indicators that tell us that we're looking for a reversal at this point. And I love the money flow index because it has volume. It's really a distribution or accumulation indicator. Bollinger Band getting tight. Maybe see some expansion here soon. Volume shelf. We're creating a volume shelf in itself. This range here, it's so deceiving. No offense to anybody in the Discord if you keep buying the dip, that sort of thing. But I see this bullishness over and over. And, even though I've been claiming bearishness, I'm looking at swings. Each and every day we're seeing something holding the market up, especially big tech. And really it's today, if you count today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. There's been 9 days of moving nowhere at all. Okay, and from this high here, I actually called the top on March 19th. This high right here, we're literally pennies above it. Just the market's going nowhere, so you can argue that this is actually a tight range in this whole specific area that we've been in for weeks now. And this is just 2 trading weeks in itself where we're getting a reversal candle. We're in an inside week so far. Let's see if we break down this week or if we get that kind of tweezer top price action that we'll do on our weekend analysis. And remember, we're not trading tomorrow as well. LA oscillator, keep looking at that. That was wave 5, 3 into 5. Okay, let's go to the VIX. And really with the VIX, we just want to show the moving averages and also this trend line. This trend line's holding up. And this basing here, solid basing throughout the years. We're holding that. We're making higher highs and higher lows at this point. And right now, in this specific spot, we have this falling wedge. You can look at it as 2 falling wedges there. We broke out of both of them, and we're holding on top of the 200 moving average, the 8 EMA, and the 20. So we're in a really good bullish posture at this point. Let's see if we get some follow through. Let's go back to SPY and make this quick. 65. And if you look at yesterday, we're just going to look at the indicators here and back to the VIX. But if you go to yesterday's video, I show you, and also the weekend video on a bigger picture, I show you the targets that we're looking for in the lower time frames. Yesterday, you can check out those targets and what we're looking for the bullish and bearish scenario here. So what levels to hold. But right now, just observe that we had this bearish rising wedge. We broke down from it. Another wedge, broke down it, back tested, and we're starting to get weak. I think what this is a nesting. It's a 1-2, 1-2 setup here. Maybe we close this from, whatever happens today with Powell speaking. Maybe we just close this gap and then we start to gap and crap, right? We close this gap and we crap out for the rest of the week and maybe see this 585 options expected move by Friday. Now it could go to the upside to the options expected move. There's no bias when you have an expected move like this, but I'm biased to the downside, and I think this is where we're going to end up. Indicators. So here's your moving averages, kind of getting tight here, showing that price action is getting set, and you'll see that with the Bollinger Bands as well, and starting to curl over. OptionsTender setup. MACD is right at that neutral zone here, so nothing really to say about that except this this negative divergence is going to play out eventually. So getting a little bit weak in the RSI at this point. So we had our positive divergence, got a pop there, and now kind of coiling. Okay, starting to roll over in the stochastic. Let's see if we get some headwinds there to the downside. Here's a DMARC. Have a 13 count here, so a 9913 should be exhaustion. Awesome oscillator, just going back and forth in bearish territory here. Money flow index, again, distribution, money's flowing out of the product, SPY ETF, and negative divergence playing out. Let's see where it goes from here. We did have a low yesterday and got, break a little bit up, but we're really just trending, making lower highs here. Bollinger Band. We're going to see this expand pretty soon here. It's a really tight range, even as price was ascending here. So we're going to start to see this expand, but what direction is the big question. So no setup here right now, other than there's going to be movement. LA oscillator, same thing. We're going to wave 3 to 5, and then back here from 3 to 5, showing both of those divergences. Okay, let's end off with the VIX, and we'll get this out to you really quickly here. But I do this each and every day so you can follow the indicators and right along with us, and we can learn to interpret these indicators. Now, this arrow for the inverse head and shoulder, wherever you like it to be, it doesn't really matter. So left shoulder, head, right shoulder, this setup here, and you have the neckline right here. We're inside of that range right now. We're making higher highs and higher lows. Let's see if we close the gap down here first. Maybe we get a instant move here and then higher. That's possible. Or we go straight from this point. All right. Nothing says that price can't go close down here as well, but that means that we're making new highs and probably in the overall market. So we'll see how that goes. And just look out here. Coming up in about 5 minutes, we have this. And, if you're getting this intraday, consider joining us here and with the alerts. Well, you get those in the Discord, but consider those the $4.99 package, and so you can follow along with those trades in more detail and learn how I trade, and maybe you can compare that to your trades or whatnot. So, all right, getting this out to you. Have a wonderful day. Have a nice day off tomorrow, and we'll see you Friday.